Hey, welcome back to On the Porch. I'm Todd and joined, as always, by my friend Ken. Ken, how is it going?
Everything's going good, buddy. How about
Well,
yourself?
doing well, doing well. We're actually going to change things up a little bit this episode. Instead of going into our math eyeball deep, Ken was like, I just want to show out a little bit. And I was like, what do you want to do, Ken? And so he's going to recite from memory his favorite William Shakespeare play, Othello. So take it away, Ken.
Where art thou? Thither, thy Romeo. Dude, I bet, man, I bet you look forward all week to the first 30 seconds of the show, don't you?
Yep, it's the only reason I do it for this 30 seconds. So we got that out of the way, guys. Good night. See
Uh,
you later.
yeah. See everybody next week. Y'all have a good week.
Love putting you on the spot for whatever reason.
Well, yeah, I'm about used to it now, man.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, we were kind of boring last week. We didn't do anything. Did you do anything this week?
Well, yeah, let's see. Yeah, I kind of did, man.
Yeah.
You mean talk about what I did this week?
Oh, we
You
could
gonna
do
start out
that.
that way?
We could do that.
Well, I'll just tell you one thing I did is I rode the motorcycle to Smoky Mountains, which
Yeah.
it's not that big a deal. I guess
Yeah.
it's two hours away. I went to Townsend,
Uh huh.
and later on when we do picture time, I got a couple pictures there. That
Okay.
Townsend. It was a beautiful day, the 80s.
Uh huh.
Rode out there and said, "Okay, I'm here." And turned around, came back.
Oh,
So I didn't ride around in the Smokies too much. I
yeah.
kind of need to get on back.
Yeah. Well, that sounds fun. I know the pictures you've
Yeah,
seen that everybody see here in a little bit. They are wonderful.
yeah,
But
yeah. Smoky Mountains is pretty up there.
yeah. Well, the past few weeks we've talked about vinyl cleaner for whatever reason. I just want everybody to know that the 30-second cleaner that cleans your vinyl siding is completely legit. I was able to do the front of my house and the east side of my house, and that stuff works really well. And I need to get the back and the west side done now, and I'll have a nice clean house for this upcoming burr months. So.
What about the labels on there? Did you get the labels? Did it hurt Did you get the labels clean?
Yep, got the labels cleaned.
You remember
Yeah.
that the other week, man? That was so funny.
Yeah,
God. But
that
yeah,
was.
so how long did it take you to clean your house? Did you clean like do you have vinyl on all four sides?
Yeah, I have vinyl on all four sides. I was just able to do the front of the house, which is the north side, and the east side of the house.
Yeah.
And um, the stuff comes in a jug that you screw onto your water hose, and it's got like a off position and then a clean where it goes through and gets the cleaner and sprays on your house, and then a rinse where it bypasses the cleaner. And
Man.
the front of the house had to divide up in about 3 sections, and in the east side of my house, I just did it as one big section. So, hey, Gene, thanks for hopping in, man. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah. Hey
But
Gene, how you doing there, buddy?
yeah, and the stuff is great. I hooked it to the hose and I just ran it until the cleaner was out, and you could kind of tell because the jug would start to compress,
Yeah.
and that didn't take very long. I mean, you had enough time to like really cover that section with the cleaner really well. It wasn't like super fast. And then it said to wait 3 minutes. So I took my phone and would set a 3-minute timer. And then once that was over, I'd turn it to the rinse and just took whatever time I thought it needed to rinse it off really good. So like a section of the house you could literally do it in like 7 or 8 minutes. And that's with like a 3-minute wait time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's my kind of work right there.
Yeah.
Spray
And
down there on a hot day. I bet it
yeah,
was it hot when you was doing it?
it was, but staying there with the water hose,
Yeah. Yeah.
the house did smell like a swimming pool when we were done because there's a lot of chlorine bleach and stuff in it. But it went away after a few hours. So hey, Holly, thanks for hopping in here.
Yeah. Hi, Holly.
And
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right, man. I like a bleach smell. I think it smells clean, you know.
yeah, yeah, and the spray on it makes the water stream a little harder than your regular water hose would.
Mhm.
It's not power washer level, of course, but it's pretty stout. And the east side of my house is real tall. It's probably 20 feet. And I was able to stand on the ground and get up there
Really?
and get the
Okay.
get the cleaner up there and get it rinsed off real well. And it works on the gutters and the soffit too. So
Well, how about does that stuff will it harm your plants like if you have flowers and
yes,
stuff in the house?
yeah, yeah. Anything you don't want dead, move.
Yeah.
Yeah, and move your
Man, I got
cars out of the way too. Don't let
mm.
overspray get on your cars. So
Well, we hired some guys to come spray our decks and
mhm.
restain them and everything. And Mary had some flowers down below the deck. They said this stuff was not supposed to hurt plants,
Mhm.
plantings, but it did.
Yeah,
And they were gone before it,
before you
you know,
noticed.
yeah, before it started showing up.
Yeah,
So, but it's not worth saying
yeah,
anything at this point. Summer's gone. The plants they're just about over with, anyways. So,
yeah.
but it sure got them. Well,
Oh
it didn't
yeah,
kill them. It just made them look really sad.
yeah. Got Arnie and Doug in here. Hey guys, thanks for hopping in.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, Arnie, Doug.
yeah, but yeah, that stuff. It's a 30-second cleaner is what it's called. I don't know why they call it 30-second cleaner. There's but
Yeah.
uh, but uh, uh, but it works great. They had it at Menards and Lowe's and Ace Hardwares and all that kind of stuff. Had them. In fact, if you have a Menards, it's $5 cheaper a bottle at Menards than it is at Lowe's. So
We don't have Menards in this part of the country.
yeah, little
We're
far east and south, I think.
Lowe's and
Hmm.
Home Depot is what we
Yeah,
have.
I feel sorry for you. Menards is where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you have a son that works here, don't you?
yeah, yeah. My youngest son works there. It's a great
Do you
store.
do you get a discount?
No,
What
no discount. I'm sure
is
he
he?
does. I'm sure he does, but
Hmm.
I need to talk to him. Hey, Brenda, thanks for hopping
Yeah.
in.
Hi, Brenda.
But
Good to see you here again, Brenda.
yeah, but yeah. If anybody that's not familiar with Menards, it's like Lowe's or Home Depot had a baby with Walmart, and literally, and because you can go in there and get all the home improvement tools and lumber and all that stuff you need, but they also sell some groceries and household items. you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's not a full grocery store, but you could get by. So
Well, man, we had some company come up
yeah,
this just yesterday actually. Mary's sister and brother-in-law came up. We went out to RM Brooks
oh yeah,
General Store. Yeah, the next time you're here, man, we need to go out there.
okay,
And I got
yeah,
some pictures of that I sent you there too.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool place, man. Been there for a long time, and
Oh yeah, let's take a look.
it's kind of a
Uh
gathering place for the community out there.
huh.
The community that it's in is Rugby, Tennessee,
Yeah. Oh,
and that
that's
store's
nice.
been there a lot. Yeah, and it's bigger
Yeah.
than it looks because it's kind of deep. And then on the back of it, they've added on over to the left.
Uh huh.
Yeah, so the floors are really when you walk in the front door, you got it's like one of those fun houses, man. When you walk in, the door slants the
Uh
walk in the
huh.
front door, the floor slants to the right.
Yeah. I love all those old Pepsi and Coke machines.
Dude, she had the Coke machine, and there was a lady contacted her about that Pepsi machine,
Yeah.
and 'cause she knew about the store
Uh huh.
from Knoxville, Tennessee, and she sold it to her dirt cheap because she wanted somebody to have it that was actually going to use it,
Yeah.
so it works and everything. That one right there has water and root beer in it, and then the other one has Coke products and
Yeah.
Pepsi, but the other one just has Coke products in it. And that old
Yeah.
potbelly, see that potbelly stove right there,
Uh huh.
right in the middle? They
Yep.
use that, man. In
Oh
the
yeah.
winter, in the winter you go in there and everybody's sitting around and pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's like old times,
You know the history of the potbelly stove?
No, I did
Uh,
not have that history.
yeah. Benjamin Franklin invented that, and he didn't patent it because he said everybody needed it one because
Hmm,
um, back in the day, the second uh, leading cause of death for women after childbirth was fire from cooking. So
really?
so he invented the potbelly stove to make it safer to cook,
Yeah.
and he didn't patent it because he didn't want to make the money off of it. He just wanted everybody to have one.
Well, that was nice of him, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Man, old Ben Franklin had his hand in everything, didn't
yeah. He did. He did. Jeans wouldn't know if we had Harbor Freight. We have a Harbor Freight here.
he? Yeah, we do too. I think
Yeah.
Harbor Freight's probably everywhere.
Yeah, they're growing. I am an
It's a great
inside
place.
track club member. So, yeah.
But yeah, man, in the store, see, they got all old candy, old kind of candies and big display there, and they have when they make old fashioned ice cream. They have ice cream, but they make old fashioned milkshakes.
Oh, nice.
You know, it's really thick milkshakes. They have a grill there. They have Reuben sandwiches, hamburgers, that kind of stuff. And people come from all around on the weekends in the mornings for their breakfast.
Yeah. Well, look at them prices. They got them throwback prices. It looks like too.
They do, man. They don't have a lot of overhead there. See, Tiffany, she's the one that owns that store and runs it. Her grandparents owned it, so it's like
get a bologna sandwich for $3. That's wonderful,
dude, and it's a good one too.
I bet.
I mean, old school. You can get it fried or just regular, however you want.
You can add an egg on it for 50 cents on your bologna sandwich.
How about that?
Yeah, man.
But you can get a dozen eggs for $2 up here.
Oh wow!
For just fresh farm eggs.
Yeah,
not from the store. The store they rip you off like every other place does. But
does that say ribeye for $4?
Yeah, it's a ribeye sandwich.
Ribeye sandwich. Still a ribeye, even though it's a ribeye sandwich.
Yeah, but see, they're out in the middle of nowhere, man. So it's not like and it's up here, so there's not a whole lot of people. Yeah. But they're in Rugby. Rugby's a cool area. You can look up the history on that.
Yeah.
But so that's what we did. Our my sister-in-law and brother-in-law loaded up and went out there, and they'd never been there before.
Yeah,
we ate.
It's a cool place.
They had some bluegrass music playing, but they finished up right as soon as we got there.
Yeah.
Got there just in time for them to pass the tip jar around.
Yeah. Well, they heard that new steel guitar player was heading in. They wanted to put their stuff up so they wouldn't embarrass themselves.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
Which that's going over very slowly.
Yeah.
It's not going. But anyways,
that's very cool.
But Arnie said next Sunday is the start of the burr months.
Yeah.
Let's all celebrate.
Yeah.
Buddy, I'm ready for them.
Yeah. There's that Townsend you sent me. We talked about this a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that's just pictures from the road, man.
Yeah.
I just took a couple of them. It kind of all looks the same.
Yeah. That's very pretty. But, that one's really great there.
Yeah. But it's Townsend is the backside of the Smokies, like the opposite of where Gatlinburg is. It's just the other side of the Smokies. And so you have to go in through Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Yeah, that's about 2 hours from.
We have Oak Ridge about 10 miles north of here. So,
oh, do you?
Yeah. Not.
But that Oak Ridge there's a nuclear plant there.
Oh.
Which is
we don't have that at our Oak Ridge is maybe like 500 people. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oak Ridge actually, it's a nice town, man. I like to live there if there wasn't a nuclear plant there.
Yeah. Well, those nuclear plants are supposed to be really safe. So.
Yeah. Every time I go through, I just think Chernobyl.
Every time I see those towers, I think The Simpsons, Homer Simpson.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do remember Chernobyl though, but
oh yeah.
Yeah. Brenda's getting excited for the burr months too. Start talking about Halloween.
Yeah.
Start taking all of her Halloween totes out of the attic. Oh Lord.
Man, if you're talking about Menards, do they have Halloween stuff like Lowe's and Home Depot?
Yeah, they sure do. They got all kinds of decorations and blow ups and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and they'll do the same for Christmas too.
Man, have you ever seen? I mean, I was reading where this year there was a big push for Halloween decorations, like the bigger stuff.
Oh, really?
It's crazy what they got out there now.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish they had all that back whenever I was doing my Halloween throwdown every year.
Oh yeah, yeah. With the big, like 7 feet tall Grim Reapers. I think some of that stuff's getting bigger. It seemed there was a person on my route that had a skeleton, like a full size skeleton. That thing had to be 10 or 12 feet tall. It didn't do anything. It just stood there. But it's
Yeah,
like,
they got like a 12-foot one.
yeah.
And they've got the ones that move. What do you call them? Animatronic
Yeah, the
or what's it?
animatronic ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got them where their arms move and everything. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't, Halloween's fine.
I know it's just a speed bump for you. I
Yeah.
realize that.
Yeah.
But it's man, when we lived in Nashville, we had a huge Halloween display
Uh-huh.
because I just couldn't compete with all the folks outside for
Mhm.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I couldn't compete with that, so I did Halloween and
Uh-huh.
turned our entire yard into a big graveyard. I put a wall all the way around it. It was 6 foot tall, just spider webs,
Mm-hmm.
and it was cool. It wasn't a jump scare thing, 'cause I didn't want
Yeah.
to run people off. It was pretty cool. Had a throne my wife set up their own,
Yeah.
and had fog machines, up under the throne. It was, the fog was lifting up around her, and purple lights and green lights.
Oh, wow. That's
It
cool.
was really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was, we put lot of lot of time and effort in it, and a lot of creativity. It was fun
Yeah.
for me
Yeah.
doing that.
It is. Yeah. I don't mind Halloween. I, I just, uh, I just get my excitement for Christmas just kind of overpowers it, you know?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
But, yeah. Holly says she's working on Christmas crafts right now while she's watching.
Nice.
So,
Holly
yeah.
is good at that stuff, man. I tell
Yeah.
you, I can't believe she could do everything. Paint, uh,
Yeah.
all that craft stuff. She's great at it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the stuff that she makes on see, what is that?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah. Arnie and Doug's putting up lights on their mouse
hmm,
head tree today.
nice.
So, and then Brenda's was working on a Christmas stocking for her youngest grandfluff. Stopped so she could attend the podcast. Well, thanks for stopping your
Okay.
craft to come in here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Brenda, thank you.
Yeah. But I did go see I guess a quote on Scary Movie today. So
Uh-oh, what'd you see?
yeah, um, went to go see that new Alien movie, Alien Romulus. So
I didn't know there was one out, but
yeah,
I do now.
yeah, it takes place between in the timeline of the Alien movies franchise. It takes place between the original Alien and then
Hmm.
Aliens, which came out in like the mid '80s.
Right.
So and
Is it good?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Aliens is one of those. It's run a similar course to me as far as Terminator. The first two movies in the franchise were excellent, and it was kind of
Hmm.
a roll down the hill since then. And this one is pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's really good, but I would say it's pretty good.
Mm.
I enjoyed it.
It'd be worth the $5 up here
Yeah,
in our
it'd be
theater.
worth it. It'd be worth it. There's not a lot of, I believe it's rated R, but it's only because it's kind of got jump scares and some kind of alien bloody stuff, but it's not like littered with foul language or anything like
Yeah.
that, which is kind of nice. So,
I'm waiting on Beetlejuice. I know you didn't care for it, but
yeah,
I'm waiting for that to come out.
yeah. For Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I think I saw September 9th or something. I can't remember
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. We did have a taste of fall. Um, Brenda says she's too blind to sew and watch at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. So, um, yeah. Arnie says Halloween's cool. They're more autumn people. Decorate for fall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did have a little bit of taste. I guess a little bit of taste of fall. One of Holly's customers she cleans for, uh, made this homemade bread. Um, Holly, if you're still watching, put in the comments exactly what kind it was because I can't remember. And it's this real like thick, um, hearty homemade bread, and we went and got some apple butter to put on it and eat it. Oh my goodness,
Ooh,
it was so
yeah.
good.
Was it?
Yeah. I know apple butter is available year round. It's not a fall exclusive flavor, but it just kind of gave me the fall vibes, which was nice. So,
Yeah. Man, Mary took a bread class up here, how to make the homemade bread.
mhm.
She made it twice, and she said that stuff should be $40 a loaf
Yeah.
because there's so much work it goes
Yeah.
into it.
Smelt walnut bread. So,
Spelt walnut bread
yeah. Yeah.
sounds good.
It was a real thick, dense bread, with pieces of walnut in it.
Yeah.
Kind of had a wheat bread flavor to it, but the consistency was real dense and thick. It's very good, very good. So
Oh, okay.
it's like I don't know if you ever had like an ancient grain bread or bread made from like an old recipe before processed flour and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, like Wonder Bread here in the States. They don't sell it like in Europe because the sugar content pushes it over the line and it's considered a cake or like and so
Ah,
sugar content puts it in a different tax bracket, and so you have to pay more for it. So
man, there's no wonder we're always.
yeah,
I know some people are not,
yeah,
but seems like a big majority of us we're always
yeah,
fighting the pounds.
fighting the pounds, yeah,
It's no wonder.
yeah.
I
It's
mean, our
like
bread's considered cake in other countries.
yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. When other countries consider our cake, you know, a snack cake or a sweet treat, we just considered it white bread for our bologna sandwich. No wonder.
And
So,
man, there's nothing better, dude, than a bologna sandwich with white bread on it.
oh my gosh, the real
White bread with
sticky,
on it.
the real fluffy, sticky white bread that gets stuck on the roof of your mouth. You know,
Yeah,
that's what you gotta.
yeah.
That's what you gotta.
That's
Yeah,
good stuff.
I, I'm with you, Brenda. I don't think I've met a bread I don't like. You know,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
yeah, from white to wheat to Roman mill to banana to zucchini to pumpkin to sourdough to French to bag. I can't think of a bread I don't like. You know.
Man, you can go to Walmart right there where in our Walmart is the bakery's kind of near the front.
Uh huh.
Right there on the right when you go in, they have those bins that have all the bread that they bake in
Hmm.
house there. And for $1, you can get a big loaf pre-sliced. It's a French bread.
Yeah.
And dude, it is the best stuff. I mean, for everything. Like
Yeah.
I mean, we make sandwiches out of it. It's really good for $1, man. Can you
Yeah.
believe that?
Yeah. That's crazy. I
For
know.
$1.
If you have a Jimmy John's close, you can go when they open up the next day. If you go right when they open up, you can buy the day old bread for like super cheap for their sandwiches. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Hmm.
I don't remember how much. I want to say it was like 50 cents a loaf or something. But it's not a big full loaf. It's just more of a sandwich kind of loaf. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Brenda's saying sourdough toast, and imagine
Ooh,
that
Lord.
the guys from the Bay Area are into they're sourdough people.
Yeah,
So
well, I can't blame them, man.
yeah, I don't either.
They got all kind of good food out there,
Yeah, I love sourdough.
and
So
I know Doug's kind of fancy that way, anyways.
doesn't doesn't Cracker Barrel use sourdough for their French toast?
I don't know,
Yeah, I
man.
can't
I got the
remember.
scuttlebutt on Cracker Barrel, man.
Uh oh.
Cracker Barrel started here in Tennessee, in Lebanon, actually,
Uh
and
huh.
I know when you come over, you pass Lebanon, the
Uh huh.
Lebanon exit. It's only about an hour and 20 minutes from here, between
Right.
here and Nashville, but that's where it started.
Uh huh.
But they got bought out by somebody. I
Yeah.
can't remember who it was now,
Hmm.
but they've changed their menus and they've changed the ingredients on a lot of their stuff. And from what I understand, I haven't eaten there in a good while, but I've heard from several people that man, their quality of their food is going down. It's not like it used to be. But I don't
Right.
know that for a fact. I haven't tried it myself, but I mean, I've had two or three different people tell me that.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of news. I haven't been there in a while, but I've seen a lot of news articles where they're like saying they have to revamp to stay like current, with the times to stuff about if they'll appeal to the younger demographic because I guess they're kind of their demographic was basically baby boomer generation.
Yeah.
And since since the baby boomer generation is kind of is starting to age out, they want to make sure they can stay relevant to generation Gen X's and millennials and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That they don't think that old school stuff would um, that younger people would relate well to it. But to be honest with you, I think they're thinking too. I think they're thinking too hard.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I see. Maybe it's just me, but like when we go to estate sales or yard sales or stuff, I see people younger than me. Well, not that I'm young. I'm 47, but I see people half my age, um, looking for like mid-century stuff and old stuff, and they want that stuff because they like it and it appeals to them.
Yeah.
I don't reinvent the wheel.
That's right, man. Because every time I've gone to a Cracker Barrel,
Uh huh.
uh, it's always full. There's plenty of people eating there. I don't know why they would change it. But what is
Yeah.
Arnie saying there? Or
Um.
Gene? What is
Yeah.
Gene
Let's
saying?
see. Gene here. He says Cracker Barrel is great. Haven't been to the redone restaurants. We just we ha- yet restaurants yet. We have one near us, but they need to update everything. So yeah, the new leader. Oh, I hit the wrong one. So I haven't been in a while. New leadership at Cracker Barrel is looking to freshen things up and menu feel. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, there's some things that doesn't need to be changed, man. You just keep on
yeah,
keeping on.
yeah,
Just
yeah. You
I,
just
I
write it
mean,
out. You just write it out.
the
Uh,
Cracker Barrel is supposed to be Southern food, and it's pretty darn good.
yeah,
And, I mean, I don't see why it need to be changed.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Their store part. If I remember right, it seems like their store part makes more than the restaurant part. you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, man, I can see that now, especially with food being so expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, especially holidays and the Burr months. I think it has some of the night. I got those little reindeer blow molds from there last year.
Hmm.
Those things are so nice, and you can't find
Yeah,
them anywhere else. And then they got all kinds of cool stuff like that's super cool and timeless that you just can't find
yeah.
anywhere else. And
Oh, I love that, man, because they always put their stuff out early. So
yeah,
I used to go to the Cracker Barrel just to walk around and look at their
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I've gotten where I go online because you can buy that stuff online just to see. Because some of that stuff, if you don't get it right away, it's gone. You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
and and things and
Yeah. Well, hey, speaking of blow modes, let me show you this. I hadn't seen your picture.
all right,
Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Let me
all right.
think I can reach it. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Hold on, everybody. Look here. This is what Todd gave me this.
Oh,
Yeah. Remember this thing?
oh yeah,
And it sits right here in the studio. It's blow mode. Imperial
yep,
or Empire.
yeah, yeah. Imperial or
And what
Empire, yeah, Empire, 1968, 13 inch.
1968.
Yeah,
Works and everything. It's great, man. It sits
yeah,
right here on my desk in the studio. I love it.
yeah.
Talking
Very
about blow
cool.
mode and
Yeah,
all the Cracker Barrel stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that blow mo. Did he say reindeer blow modes? Yeah, Bruno got those too, and but yeah, Arnie's saying the profit margins on the restaurants very low. I'm sure that they make. Yeah, they sure do.
Oh, I'm sure,
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, and since we're talking about this Christmas stuff and
Uh
the
huh.
holiday stuff, my buddy Jeff,
Uh huh.
man, Jeff's an awesome dude.
Oh yeah,
I
he's a good guy. I like Jeff.
mean, I mean, I told you he'd help you do anything, anytime, man. But
Uh-huh.
he's they had that at the 127 yard sale. They had the booth there, and uh, they collect that stuff all year long. And man, he gave me today. We went out for a ride today, and he gave me these Christmas lights. You got a
Uh-huh.
pictures of those. They're
Okay.
the don't show these to everybody.
Okay.
He just pulled it out of his luggage rack on his motorcycle and said, "Here, I got you this." And man, I was floored. Look at that.
Yeah. Those are cool.
Man, they are the C9s. Is C9s the smaller or C7's the small one,
Yeah,
right?
C7s.
Smaller?
I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah.
which way that goes.
And
But
they
those are
all work.
nice. I love the
Dude,
box.
I know that's the thing. Look at the artwork on the box.
Yeah.
And see that flap there
Uh-huh.
folds down over them to cover them up, and you lift it up, and then you get the lights out.
Yeah.
That's what's
I
so
would
cool.
I would take the box even if it was empty.
Yeah.
So cool.
Look at that. Yeah, yeah, he gave me that, and he said, "Man, I've been lugging this around for like 10 years or something." I forget what he said, and then, he said, "I thought you needed to have this." And,
Yeah, and you were like, "Yes, sir."
yeah, I said, "Buddy, that is right down my alley right there."
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
he was explaining to me, I think that see right there, that close up on the right in that circle there, what does it say? Let's see, let me put my
Uh-huh.
glasses.
It says,
Yeah,
I can't get it big
it
enough.
says a washer keeps the lamp tight
Tight.
and,
Yeah.
insulates, and yeah, and so it says, see those beads? I
Uh-huh.
mean, I don't know. I've never had my own set of vintage Christmas lights like this,
Right.
but I was like, what are those beads for? Well, what is it? Look at that picture. That's how you fasten the lights to
To
the tree limb.
okay.
See, there's two wires. There's a wire
Uh-huh.
that goes into the light and one that comes out. Well, you put the tree limb through the wires, and then you cinch up the tree limb with those beads.
Yeah.
But isn't that cool?
That is cool. You know, that's funny because I seen a guy on Shark Tank that had a similar idea for ornaments. That way they wouldn't fall off. And it's like it's funny. It's almost like he thought it was an original idea. And
Uh-huh.
and then you have these lights from the 50s, 60s that that are using it. So
Well, man, now I'm not sure if this is right. I looked it up trying to see, 'cause I just got it this afternoon.
uh-huh.
And so I just looked it up trying to see the age of them.
Right.
And I saw just on eBay or something, they had something, and they said 1939. Is that right? Can those be that old?
I
I
would
was
think
thinking
so.
maybe 50s.
It's possible they are 39. I mean, that is very possible.
And see right there where it says each lamp burns independently. Jeff
Uh-huh.
was telling me that back then that was a big deal because that was new technology for the time.
Right.
That you didn't have to go through and check each one to figure out which one was burned out.
Yeah.
It was independently.
Yeah. Very cool. It's very cool because I mean, it's just like I said, just the box alone would be fantastic, you know.
Oh
And
man, it's in pretty darn good shape, man. I love those things. So Jeff,
yeah,
if you're listening, buddy, thank you again. I know I've already thanked him a
yeah,
bunch, but I love
yeah,
those. Yeah,
yeah,
the
very cool.
the artwork, you just sit there, and I can just sit there and look at that. And that the
Yeah,
artwork is so simple, but man, is it has that vintage
yeah.
look.
Now lights use the clips. I remember when I was a kid, the clips were made from metal, and they would get so hot on the tree. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
So,
yeah, dude, those things get hot. I plugged them in for
hmm
it didn't take 30 seconds, and they were screaming hot already. I'm
yeah,
like, my goodness.
yeah. Last year, before I started Christmas Clatter, I had some C7s or nines, the bigger ones, and I was trying to incorporate them, but they would get so hot and use so much juice, they kept like throwing the breaker,
Hmm.
with everything
Wow.
else I have running here. But yeah, is very cool. I pulled this up real quick just to show everybody. These are the Cracker Barrel blow modes I
Yeah.
got last year. So
Yeah, I remember seeing those when that was in your living room, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So very cool. I love them. I didn't
Yeah,
want to
those
put
were
I didn't
pretty.
want to put them up. I wanted to leave them out all year, but I went ahead and put them up. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Those were warm and very vintage looking.
yeah, they were. What's cool is they're on timers. There's no cords, battery operated on timers, so they'd burn for 8 hours and be off for 16 or something like that.
Mm,
So
okay.
I had to
Yeah.
go through a few sets of batteries because I leave them on a excellent. Yeah, or I leave them on a lot. Just because
Mm.
that's what we do.
Gene, what did Gene ask there? Something about
So
those. Can you pull it up and
yeah.
make it bigger?
Are you sure they're safe to put on the tree with metal clips? Who knows?
Man, I tell you what, now Arnie and Doug would probably be the guys to fill you in on that.
Yeah. I,
But for me, I wouldn't put them on a real Christmas tree, man. They would,
I mean, back in the day when there was no artificial trees, they used to put candles on there.
yeah.
You know.
I don't know, man. When I was a kid, that's all we had was those big old
Mhm.
C9s or whatever sevens,
Yeah.
whatever ones they are. That's all we had. But our tree never caught on fire. But back then, I don't think, I think we'd put the tree up between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
Mostly towards Christmas, so it was still good and fresh. Now,
Yeah. Yeah. If you
you
get a real tree, the week the weekend after Thanksgiving's like the latest or earliest you can put it up because by Christmas it will be dry.
yeah,
I remember that when I was a kid. And sometimes you needed to wait. If Thanksgiving was early, sometimes you needed to wait till the next weekend. You know,
right.
but if you're getting your tree 2 weeks before Christmas, it's still good and green, so it's not quite as bad. But that's one of the reasons Mom finally switched to artificials because she wanted to decorate earlier because she had more she wanted to decorate.
Right.
And it's just impossible with a real tree.
So your mom started? She hadn't started decorating yet, but I'm sure she started making cookies already,
Cookie
hadn't
dough's
she?
done.
Really?
The cookie dough's
My
done,
goodness.
ready to go, and she's gonna start dragging Christmas stuff out tomorrow. So
Wow.
yeah,
Good for her.
yeah. So
Good for her.
yeah, she's like she keeps saying don't move as fast as I used to, so I'm gonna just start earlier. So
Yes, pace yourself. Why
yeah,
not?
yeah. So she's got a new tree this year. Um, the tree she had was 9 foot, and they put it on the platform to make it like 12 feet tall. And the new one she's putting up this year is 12 feet tall on its own. So
Okay.
yeah,
That's a big one, man.
yeah.
12 feet.
She's got enough to put on there. So yeah,
I can't wait.
yeah. Arnie and Doug said my dad wouldn't let us put up the tree until at least the 10th. 2 weeks. That was it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I couldn't stand it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Holly's gonna get to go help Mom do some decorating, so she'll be worked. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
and I know, yeah, we never put our tree up until after Thanksgiving,
yeah,
so at most we had it up 3 weeks, but probably just 2 weeks. But, I don't
yeah,
remember exactly.
yeah,
But there was a distinct Halloween and then Thanksgiving and then Christmas. They didn't all run together.
yeah, yeah, yeah. When Mom and Dad were doing real trees, the weekend after Thanksgiving's when we went to the Christmas tree farm to get the tree and get it up and decorated. Usually that Sunday, the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and then it was on from there. But she's put out fall and Halloween decorations and stuff and things and then but then I remember one year she got a tree that was so fat from the Christmas tree farm you couldn't see the TV from the couch, you know,
Yeah.
and then we've had trees where we've had to put like fishing line around them and then like fasten them to the wall so they wouldn't lean so far and fall over and all that craziness. But
so I guess this week's episode is holiday themed, huh?
I guess so. You just never know
Isn't
around here.
that funny? We said, well, we're going to start another podcast, but we're not going to talk about it. But you can't. You can't not.
Yeah, it's something that's always on our mind. So and so it's I remember there was early episodes where we really danced around it. Like, no, we're not going that way. And now we're like, whatever.
Well, it's getting close, man. It's getting to Burr month.
Yeah. Next week's episode. Next week is Labor Day weekend, and we will be here. Neither one of us have big Labor Day plans, so we will be here next week on the 1st of September.
Yeah.
So,
well, man, there's going to be 2 corn mazes up here that wasn't here last year, and you passed one of them there on 127. Yeah. Did you ever see that when you went by?
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah.
And so that's like the front of it. It's all brand new. It's not ready to go yet, but it's getting pretty close. But down in Pall Mall, down the mountain, where you went to the yard sale down the mountain. Over to the right, it's called Wolf River Loop. It's a road. There's one back in there, and it looks pretty nice. Mary told me about it, so of course I had to go drive down there and check it out.
Yeah,
and they've got a really nice pavilion, and it looks like they're getting set up for a crowd, but I don't know. Yeah. Maybe they're going to plan on doing some big advertising or something. It says they have a pumpkin patch too, but I didn't see. Maybe it's back there somewhere, but I didn't see it. But I'm sure if they're advertising, there's a pumpkin patch. There's one there somewhere.
Yeah. You know what? We have a place that has a corn maze and pumpkin patch and stuff real close, and I've never done the corn maze. I need to do that. Holly, make note. We need to do the corn maze this year. I've never done a corn maze. So
I'm not a big fan, man. Really, there's too much darn walk. I mean, give me a 4-wheeler and I'm all over it. But,
well, then you just run right through the corn, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but still,
they need to have segways out there.
I mean, the ones I've done, it's fun at first, but then after a while, when you're tired, it's like, okay, I'm over this, man. Where's the door?
Yeah. Do they give you a map, or they just let you wander?
The ones that we didn't have a map. No.
Really?
You just went in there.
Yeah.
And then you can find out in the middle, there was a tower you could climb up on. It was like 20 feet in the air. If you stumbled on that, and you could climb up it and look and kind of see which direction you need to go.
Yeah.
But
maybe take a drone. We can take a drone so we can.
There you go.
Well, with Holly's sense of direction, I might need to go by myself. So she'll get turned around pretty easy, and I'll lose her.
I guess I'll go to them this year.
We'll have to play like Marco Polo in there or something.
Yeah. I was going to say something. I thought I had something else. What other pictures did I send you, man?
Oh man, let's see here. You got that Lily Pad Brewery. So hey, I got a picture. I got a picture I want to show you.
All right.
You don't know nothing about it, and it's a map I found.
And
I just want to get your thoughts on it.
Like old maps.
It's not an old map.
No.
This is going to be way off topic, but I just saw it here. It's been sitting here for a while.
Throw it out there. That's the way.
Just throw it out here.
That's the way our conversation go anyway.
We're going to throw you a curveball. But let me see if I can get it pulled up here. I might be on the wrong thing here. Let's see. I can't get it pulled up. Where is it at?
Look at what I found. Is that what we're doing this week?
No, we're going to do picture time here. Let me pull it in here. I guess
okay.
I must have accidentally deleted it from.
Man, we must have got that old projector operator. He must be back.
that old projector operator. Look at here, Ken.
So what does it say, man?
It's the quality of barbecue in the USA.
Okay.
Yeah. See the green circle where I'm at. Amazing.
Yep.
Over in North Carolina, a little bit of decent. Texas is not barbecue, and the rest of the country is just terrible.
Dude. Well, see, that incorporates that encompasses or whatever West Tennessee
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
I'd say that's pretty darn accurate. But why does it say Texas is not barbecue?
Probably because no sauce.
Or they do beef out there.
Yeah. Well, we
Maybe
do
they're
beef
thinking,
and pork here.
do you?
So,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know, man. Texas, I kind of think, I don't know. It's depending on what you like.
Yeah. To me, I can go sauce or no sauce. It doesn't bother me. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
You know?
But I'd say that's very accurate right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's very accurate.
And see, recently, I think I told this before. I was in Kansas City, and everybody talks about Kansas City barbecue. And me and Holly went to like what was supposed to be one of their like premier barbecue joints that everybody just was raving about, and we're like, it's fine. It wasn't like I could never go over there again and be okay.
But yeah, I think that's very accurate because that barbecue joint that you took me to, that you and Holly took me to,
Yeah, Dexter.
what was the name of that one?
Dexter Barbecue.
Oh my goodness,
yeah,
it was fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to go there every time I come there. You know?
We can make that happen, except Sundays because they're not open. So
be like Chick-fil-A every Sunday. You get a craving for a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Yeah, we'll just go get a slab of ribs the day before. Keep them warm them up.
Well, yeah, man. West Tennessee's got some. They got a lot of good barbecue there too. Memphis, woo-wee.
Yeah, but yeah, I saw that and it made me laugh. So I've been sitting there. Didn't say anything because I wanted you to see it, but yeah, I was just like.
And I agree with the terrible too. I won't say. Yeah, I mean, not all that everybody else is not terrible,
right?
But they're just not as good,
right?
You know. But the big thing in West Tennessee is whole hog barbecue.
Yeah.
You know, about that other podcast that I did on B.E. Scott barbecue. They're like the third generation, and they still do whole hog barbecue. And they set up where they can do probably 20 at a time, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's good, man.
Yeah.
You know, I've been watching these YouTube videos. These guys from England, these young guys, when they come to the U.S. and try the different restaurants. I just watched one last night, actually, where two English guys, was in Memphis, and they went there, and they just couldn't believe how good the barbecue was compared to what they have there in England.
Yeah,
over there, because it's just really tough there, and it was very succulent what they were eating.
Yeah, I seen a video where a guy from England tried country fried steak. I think he was calling it chicken fried steak.
Chicken fried steak.
Yeah, I've heard it both ways, but yeah, he was like just amazed. He's like, first he thought it was the white gravy that made it taste so good. So then he tried a piece of it that wasn't covered in gravy. And he's like, no, you could eat it like this too.
And that chicken fried steak, I mean, you can pour maple syrup over it and it's good. You know?
Oh yeah, it is. In fact, I was watching a YouTube video the other day. It's a channel called Jazza. This guy's from Australia and he does art stuff. And I really enjoy him. He cracks me up. I'm not a good artist, but I still enjoy him. And he was doing this challenge where he had to make art with only supplies bought at the Dollar Tree. And since Australia doesn't have a Dollar Tree, he had a YouTuber, artist YouTuber from the States, go buy the supplies from the Dollar Tree and send to him. And she also sent some snack cakes, actually tasty cakes from
oh, really?
That were in there. And he saw them and he opened them up and he was like, what's this? It was a honey bun. And he's like, opens up, he takes a bite and you can just tell he's just like, oh my gosh, you just never had something so good. So.
No, they don't have stuff. Their sweets aren't as good. Those guys were freaking out over the sweet tea
Yeah.
and it was in Memphis.
Yeah. That
There's just
reminds me. Holly's sister's coming for a visit here in a few weeks, and she was here before, and we went out to eat, and she goes, I noticed every time I order tea to drink, they bring me sweet tea. It's like, yeah, we have two types of tea here, tea and unsweet tea.
that is true, man.
Yeah, yeah,
My goodness.
yeah. Sweet tea's the default, and your tea better be able to double as pancake syrup if you need it to.
That's a true statement.
Yeah,
Yeah, Gene says chicken fried steak is great with brown gravy. It sure is.
yeah,
And
yeah,
man, the Cracker Barrel had chicken fried chicken.
yeah. That
And
was a
that was
go-to
really
of
good.
mine for a while.
I used to eat that thinking I was eating healthier because it was chicken instead of red meat. I like, man, about deep fried, gravy covered with gravy over the top. Yeah, I don't think it's not going to be
Yeah,
too healthy.
tasty cakes. Oh, they were, yeah. Gene, I have hard feelings with tasty cakes. They took away my bells, and I loved the tasty cake bells, and they're no longer. If they're still in Philly, let me know. We might have to make some kind of arrangements for some kind of um, black market snack cake. Uh, you know, convention or what's the word I'm looking for? Some kind of cartel, some
Yeah,
snack cake cartel, and smuggle some tasty cake bells in here. So
yeah, the bells.
yeah,
The
so
tasty cake is good, man.
yeah, they
They
are.
are. But
Them,
I never really tried tasty cakes till you started talking about them.
yeah.
What was it you told me was good with tasty cakes?
Um,
Cherry pie?
yeah, the full size cherry pies are really good.
Yeah, yeah.
I love those size cherry pies. However, I did try those mini little Debbie cherry pies,
Hmm.
and I think I like those better because of the size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
they're good though. I mean, they're still
yeah,
good.
they're very good. They're
And
very good.
I still got to make some ice cream and crumble
Hmm.
those things up and throw in there. That
Yeah.
had to be good.
Yeah. It would. I don't see how that
Tasty
could be
cake,
wrong.
yeah, tasty cake, cherry pie, ice cream.
Hmm. Yeah.
That had to be good.
Yeah. Well, last night we was looking for something sweet to eat, and we had a little bit of Rocky Road ice cream left, and Holly scooped that out, and then she took these chocolate dipped peanut butter granola bars and chopped them up and mixed up it with the ice cream with the Rocky Road, and
Hmm.
that turned out really well too. That
Did
was
it?
really nice. Yeah, just something on the fly.
Yeah.
So,
Well, man, since we're talking about food, go to those pictures of the Lily Pad Brewery
alrighty.
because there's something on there. I forget exactly what it was, but today we went to. I rode my motorcycle and Jeff and his wife rode his out there to. It's about an hour away from our house, so it's really in the middle of nowhere.
Uh huh.
But it's really cool. Mary drove her car because she had three of her friends, so she had a car full. So I rode the motorcycle. But it's a brewery, and man, it's out in the middle of nowhere. And see that's called the Sauced Frog,
Uh
and it's like a hippie commune.
huh.
The first time we went there, Mary had been there with her and Jeff's wife Susan. I think they'd been there. We started walking in. And I said, "Is this a nudist colony?" Because it kind of gave me that vibe, when we went in there. But it's really cool, man. Because it's like the brewer, like that right there is a log cabin.
Uh huh.
They brew the beer. I don't drink beer, but some of them do. And everything is separate. There's not one building. There's like I don't know 6 or 7 different buildings, and as they scroll through here, I can kind of tell you about them. That's
Hmm.
the brewery, and then on the right side is where you go. Is where the windows are.
Hmm.
But they have food there. No, that's the brewery, or that's where you get your beer right there. That was to the
Okay.
right of that last picture right
All
there,
right.
and then that right there, they have another. And see, these are all separate, like barns and buildings, but they're sitting around like they're not in a circle, but all the tables, like what you're looking at there, that's in the middle of all the things, of all the different
Okay.
buildings. So they were playing music up there, and there's Mary right there with her pink. Oh yeah, can you stop that right there?
Yep.
And they have a trailer. They make homemade ice cream,
Okay.
and they have all these different flavors. But look at the toppings. Look down there at the bottom. Candied cornflake sprinkles.
Really?
That has to be good.
Yeah. Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, and then they got whiskey caramel toppings. What else? They got candied pecans.
Chocolate cone pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but man, their ice cream is really good.
I'll bet. That sounds good.
They had they had blackberry cobbler ice cream, and they
Oh,
make their
wow.
own cobbler right there, and you could smell the cobbler.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
that's the ice cream trailer right there.
Oh, that's cool.
But see, like I'm saying, those are sitting up all around, and people sit in the middle, and that right there, I think that's beans. See those big
Yeah.
stalks? It's pretty cool. You can walk out there, and it's just kind of Jack and the beanstalk kind
Yeah.
of feel.
Very cool.
And that's the Johns right there. I just thought it was cool because they have flowers and grass that grow up on top.
Yeah.
See up on the roof.
Uh-huh.
There's the two girls that's playing music today. See, that's in the center, and the tables are right around there, and you can see the buildings in the background.
Uh-huh.
But it's just really a cool place, man. And it's
Yeah.
called the Sauced Frog is the place is like the restaurant, I guess you'd
Yeah.
say. You know,
That's awesome.
but it's pretty cool. And that's part of the Sauced Frog right there.
Uh-huh.
I think there's a big smoker in there, and they've got a little pizza oven right there. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Very nice.
But it's just a neat place, you know, just out of the way,
Yeah.
very zen there.
I bet. So hippie colony.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought, man, when we was walking in, because the day the last time we were there, which was my first time, you're walking in, it's like a gravel pathway, and there was people set up selling honey and different kind of stuff, you know, kind of like a
Yeah.
little festival like
Mm-hmm.
atmosphere. And I got up there and saw that, and I was like, "Are we in a nudist colony?" It just gave me that vibe, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's great.
But you know, I don't drink beer, but it's still fun going there.
Yeah. Yeah. Gene was wanting to know if we had dogfish beer in our area. It's brewed in Delaware. I've never heard of it. So
I've heard of it. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
sure they have it in Nashville, because I think that's probably where I heard of it.
Yeah. I ain't heard of it. So but
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's just it's hard to believe bird months are here. This year is what, almost 75% done.
Yeah.
It's getting that close, getting close. Not see. Bird, yeah, not 75. We won't be that till we get it at the end of September, but it goes. But guys, we really want to thank you for joining Ken and myself here on the porch. We'd love to hear from you. Send us a direct message on Facebook or Instagram on the Porch Pod. You can send us an email at joinusontheporch@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any pictures you'd like to share, we'd love to take them. Just make sure you put plenty of context with them, and so we know what we're looking at, and we'll share them here, and as we just talk on the porch, and we'll, even though it's a holiday weekend next weekend, we will be here as normal, because we really don't have much going on. I know on Labor Day itself, I'll be making our annual first trip out to the Yule Log Cabin, and
That's coming up.
Yeah, they're already open.
Dang, man.
They're already open, but we always wait till
man.
Labor Day to go. So
That is worth coming out there just to go to that, man.
yeah, absolutely. So, Ken, take us home.
All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the porch with Todd and Ken, and we're gone.